Oriaojing 6200.
Norman Bates with a mic and a beat tape. Psycho nigga, I can no longer see straight. The booth is like the Bates Motel. This is where you rappers get killed. Norman Bates with a mic and a beat tape. Psycho nigga, I can no longer see straight. The booth is like the Bates Motel. This is where you rappers get killed.
Yeah, yes, bitch, nigga, fuck a PR. My mouth is my weapon, like a broadsword and chain metal. Stampede the field where MCs battle and give them 16 before the dust settle. Call me a killer, that's like the pot calling the kettle black metal. Cause you're the murderer, you're the murderer. Feet in the pockets of those who ain't feet in your ears. I light like beer, get high like a hello. After hitting that lie like a mellow, I give you 16. Norman Bates, lose my mind on this shit. Cause I got shit on my mind, pamper asses ain't holding it. Dying King with the mic, I'm controlling it. Scott Pitt with the mic, that's who I'm fucking with. Black Sun with the mic, be on the same shit. Make no mistakes when the track's in this place. It is I, Norman Bates.
Norman Bates with a mic and a beat tape. Psycho nigga, I can no longer see straight. The booth is like the Bates Motel. This is where you rappers get killed. Norman Bates with a mic and a beat tape. Psycho nigga, I can no longer see straight. The booth is like the Bates Motel. This is where you rappers get killed.
Up off that. Yeah. Yes. Up off. Hi. Y'all know what day it is. Y'all know what day it is, huh? Yeah. It's Taco Tuesday, baby. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz, the adult. All right, man, look at who we have here. Let me see who we have up here. Let me see. With you. Let me see who else we got. Gooner. What's going on with you? Whoops. All right, man. Look, first I want to say this. Everybody, welcome to the Taco Tuesday. If you haven't done it, please close out the chat, hit the like, and give it up for the Varner Hill Box.
Bring on this with a laugh and do the cabbage patch. Kiss a pretty lady and then sign some autographs. The Varnell man can shaboing boing.
Hit the Tyson Bell. And wait, hold on. I know it. Listen, I know we just got started, but we ain't gonna get started doing shit without giving up to the ladies.
You should let me in. You deserve it. Oh, you deserve it. Baby.
Oh, hit the Tyson Bell. And wait a minute. To all my fellas, woo.
Yeah, put it simply in here. I like to. Yeah, put it simply in here. I like surprises. I came here for prizes. Big booty and thighs is promising my guys is how I could get inside this. Stupid, I realize this, but there's so much I wanna know about you, but I don't really wanna know. That's what they say. You make it too hard for a nigga. I got you, but I got the time. Let's make it work.
Hit the Tyson Bell. And there he is. There you were late a few times, brother. You were late a few times, my brother. Bump. We outside.
It can happen when you're outside. You can lose a fight, see a chick, have a con without a vibe. You can ride a bike, see a nigga, and ask him if he's alright.
And ask him if he's alright. Hit the Tyson Bell. Ride a bike. See, hey, hold on. No. We got a whole week we got to get into. This is Halloween week and all that bull jive. And we can't even go step a toe into this week without the world knowing that we got a squad.
Squad up. Let's go.
That brother, damn brother. gotta get this blood pressure check. You know what? I think my sty is gone, but I'm not sure if the infection is all the way gone. I got my contacts in. I'll probably remove them right after this. All right. You guys ain't seen my eyes in a while. So I had to give y'all the googlies. Hit the Tyson bell. Okay, so listen. That's the black Tortugas. A little bit cream this time. Okay. What are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez. You know, this taco hat is sliding down and shit because I had the blonde booty for so long. I think it stretched the whole paw. You know what? No, that's right on time. In the hat, you know, so now it's like with my shaved head, it's like it's bouncing all over the place. Pause. No, actually, that's right on time. So we'll talk about Teofimo Lopez. He according to Teofimo Lopez, the Shakur Stevenson fight could be finalized this week. He's waiting on Shakur. We'll see if that's cap or not. You know, listen, bro. I just hope the fight happens. All right, we'll talk about that. Floyd Mayweather versus Pacquiao 2. Squad up. We'll talk about that. What else we got? Floyd Schofied had to pull out the JoJo Diaz fight. Another pullout. His pullout game is fantabulous. It's funny though, because he's a young father. He could pull out there, but can't pull out here. All right. But he had to pull out JoJo Diaz. He got a wrist injury. Talk about all that shit. We also have to look at this. We're going to do a horror short called Story Time. I'm not sure if you guys seen that. We'll do that at the end. We got some shit to talk about. All right. Yo. First of all. Oh, wait. I got some super chats. Hold on. I'm just running off at the gip. I ain't seen y'all in a while. Matt, Teo and Shakur has to happen now or we will never see it. Agreed. Teo will ruin his career ducking again, period. Ruin his career. We always give these fighters chances, but I hear you. I won't watch Teo if rumors are false. Yes, you will. You just won't believe in him, but you'll probably watch, Matt. You watch every fight. Let me see. That ninja needs some Robitussin. Yeah, he needs some tussin. He needs some tussin, boy. Yo, Biz, where can I submit my video? Send it to my DM on Instagram. The funny thing is, people say they sending me their videos on my IG, and I go there and I don't see shit. I don't see a damn thing. So I email me. I don't know. Hit the Tyson bell. All right. But speaking of which, I've been out for a couple days out of the gym because my style was killing me. I got back in the gym yesterday, did more weight training because I had my glasses on. I can't hit the bag and do a lot of cardio. Glasses start flying around and shit like that. But I'm back in the gym. But to take the 2-3 days off was good for my body. You know, at 45, it takes longer for your body to recover. All right, I was in more pain than anything after a while. So I'm happy that my body recovered. You got to have those rest days. Also, trick or treat was fun as hell. I was Leatherface and I was handing out the candy and I was diabolical. All right, to the point where the grown-ups and the kids, they ain't know if I had, you know, mental health issues. Under the mask, you can't tell. You know, so I'm just sitting there, candy, you're candy, with the mask on, and they just like, dog. But they didn't want to, you know, see me as scary because they ain't know under the mask if he was, because my family's out there, they laugh and they're like, he's okay, and I'm just like, candy, and they just like, yo, Leatherface dude is kind of, I don't know what's. So that was a lot of fun. Scaring the kids. I had the chainsaw and shit. It was a lot of fun. What else happened? Anybody know about recovery? Isn't very much. You admit, dog, it was really ridiculous. All right, I was grabbing candy. I'm just like, bucket. I chase these kids down the damn street. They're running. I'm like, candy. You know, they didn't know if I was happy for them or what. But you guys heard about the 3-eye? What is it called? 3-eye asteroid. What is it called, bro? The asteroid or comet that's heading towards Earth. 3-eye. What is it called? 3-eye something. And they think it's like a mother UFO ship or whatever. 3-eye Atlas. Exactly. Yo, you look into that. It is mind-boggling, but it may not be an actual mothership alien, but it is strange because it's traveling. It defies physics in so many ways. Not okay, everybody, you got to be careful where you're getting your information from too, because there's a lot of people that's conspiracy theorists, and it's just diabolical what they're saying. But it is odd. It's okay, like Mercury goes around the sun at a certain speed because of gravity, right? The sun, you get it. If you don't know, just I can't give you a science lesson. But anytime you have a comet or something like outside of our solar system, it moves far slower than when you get closer to the sun, right? Because of the gravitational pull. And usually it doesn't even start flying to where you see the tail and until you get closer and closer. Outside of our solar system, it's really ice and it's just slowly creeping. Well, this thing is going faster outside of Jupiter than Mercury is going around the sun. And that doesn't make sense. All right. So it's like the gas blast is in different directions, and it's increasing in light projection, then dimming. It's just a strange asteroid, to say the least. All right. But it is something. It's something to look into. Let me see. 3-Eye Atlas. Yeah, A Boogie. That shit is that's strange. That's strange. And what's getting me more than anything is how much technology we have to follow this thing. We have cameras on Mars. We have cameras around Jupiter. Jupiter. I didn't even know we put shit out there. Like, I didn't even know we had shit on floating around Jupiter. I had no idea. Let me see what you have to say. Any word on who Ryan Garcia's fight next? No. Hit the tight spin. Okay, all right. So everybody, let's move on. Put the tin hat on. Yeah. And we're gonna look at decades ago. Yeah, I had no idea. I swear I had no idea that we had shit on Jupiter. I had no idea. So but I always wondered why we had great pictures of Jupiter. See, that's how stupid I am. We have pictures of Jupiter that's like in 4K, and I'm just like, man, how they do that? Because of the camera floating, orbiting Jupiter. Dumbass. All right, everybody. We're going to do the horror short at the end, too. Okay, let's get started with the show. First, since we're on this and Halloween is coming, there was a ghost caught on camera, and I want to know what you guys think about it. Receipts, motherfucker! What a time to be alive. I thought about that. If there was an Independence Day once again, it goes back to AI and the simulation we're in or whatever, telling us what's to come. If it is an Independence Day, I will be crushed because of the people I love. But on top of that, if you're going to go out, all right, an alien invasion is probably the most adventurous. All right, okay, I mean, it's not anything I want, but that's one hell of a way to, get some answers. All right. Let me know if you got, not Robert Guerrero, brother. Tell me what you think about this. All right. Because this is pretty interesting before we get into all our boxes.
I don't know. It might be time for him to go as well. You never really know. So I say you just build off of those people. Was that a ghost?
I just personally.
Oh, yo, Junebug, chill out.
Yo, that wasn't even a person.
Junebug, chill out. I ain't got time for this.
Yo, did we catch a ghost on stream?
Bro, stop.
No, stop it.
Junebug, chill out. I'm alone.
Hey, I didn't see it. I didn't see anything, man. I was looking.
Turn on the lights. Stop playing, bro.
I'm looking at it right now.
I'm gonna go look at it right now because bro.
What? Junebug, what happened?
That was not a person, bro.
Bro, chill out. What are y'all talking about?
I don't know. It might be time for him to go as well. You never really know. So I say you just build off of those people. Was that a ghost?
I don't know. It might be time for him to go as well. You never really know. So I say you just build off of those people. Was that a ghost?
I'm 100% sure that was a ghost. So, because number one, that it was walking. Okay. But number two, he felt it. He looked back. So I'm 100% sure. I am 100%, and everybody saw it, and I mean, it's just I'm 100%, and that came out a while ago. I'm just one. They launched a defense probe, and it did nothing. Is that true? You know, we're getting so much information from everywhere. It's hard to know what's true or not. You know, you got the AI people talking and shit, or AI people, the AI talking, and I don't know what's true or not. A Boogie, you know what I'm saying? But if we did and it did nothing, that has happened before though. But if I don't, man, I can't call it. Yeah, I think they too chill about it. I think that's the appropriate thing. I think that's the appropriate way to respond. If you ever seen a ghost, like I have, you think your response is it's not like that. Especially the other people. My man never saw it, so he's like, he ain't gonna respond like, is there really a ghost? He's gonna be like, hey, y'all chill out, like for real, because I'm by myself. Are y'all joking? Y'all do that to me. Hey, ShowBizz behind you. I ain't gonna respond like, So it's an appropriate response. Even the people who are looking at it, my man who rewinded and looked at it, he was like, oh my, what? You're bewildered more so, and you're happy you're safe. But you're not like, It doesn't really. You see something, be like, that was a ghost. And then it start really sinking in. And then you start getting chills. You know what I'm saying? So they are too chill. No, they are exactly appropriately chill about it. Let me see. Junebug, chill out. Yeah. Let me see. Flex on them. To me, it's still mind-boggling that we have all this technology, can take pictures of plants and all kinds of stuff, yet and still no one can get a clear photo of a UFO. They are always grainy no matter what. That's funny. But there's no way, Hunter on the Hunt, you were a part of this community when I showed you my video of a UFO. And the whole time I was saying, what's on this video is not what I see. I'm like, this is people who are day ones. I think DJ is one. I think Goon Nerd is another. I think A Boogie. Y'all were there during my members when I showed you that video. And I'm saying, this is not what I'm looking at. So I was able to communicate it as I was recording. And it's all on video, which is now gone out my phone. So, but y'all saw it. I remember. Yeah, it's out it's gone. I was screaming. DJ, remember. I was screaming, it's not showing, you know? So take it how you want. Take it. I remember. Thank you. There are people here to testify. Okay, let's move on with boxing. We 18 minutes in. We ain't do shit. Okay, Cloak. Yeah. All right. Okay, everybody. Let's start with Floyd Schofied and his wrist. When I first saw that, I was just like, you need a pest control to come by the house. And, you know, I thought they were spider bites. You know what I mean? When he was showing his wrist, I was just like, okay. Because, you know, I know, because I live out where there's a bunch of trees and shit. You feel what I'm saying? So you must want to get a big ass spider in your house, all right, and web you up during the night. All right, suck you dry, pause. Like some damn vampires. A bee sting. I didn't know what was popping. Look at it again. There's some swollen. There's some swollen itch on the wrist. There is. All right. But we're going to have our take. NASA's cameras go out right when 3i Atlas is closest to Mars. Where's the tinfoil hat biz? It's not close enough to Mars yet. It ain't close enough to Mars yet. Right now. And number two, NASA is done because the government is shut down. So NASA can't even operate. So anybody who's telling y'all that the cameras went out and stuff like that, NASA is right now, they are on vacation because the government shut down. So they can't even track it or do anything. That's probably why the camera shut down. All right. But back to this. Okay. Let's listen to the explanation first before I give my take. Let's check this out.
Yeah, I was sparring. I don't know if my dad posted the video yet, but I had threw an uppercut, and when I threw the uppercut, I kind of had my hand in the wrong, kind of like the wrong, what do you call it?
Position.
Was it the wrong position, and it kind of just bent backwards. And then after, I shook my hand, but I did like 5 more rounds after that. Then I got in the bag. So the doctor told me that it was probably just you added more damage on than you should have. So, and I was trying to kill I be trying to kill my sparring partners too sometimes. I know it's not, but I'm preparing for a fight. And I was just throwing out with all power since it was like my last sparring session. I was like, okay, like how you can get tennis elbow from extending your elbow. I just probably like, it's something I just got to put ice on. Then that night and then in the morning, it was swelling up and it was red. And then my dad was like, well, we'll just get it checked out. And when we went to the doctor, they had told me, well, luckily it was no fractures. I didn't break it, but it ended up being a grade 2 sprain. Like I torn some ligaments in there.
I made the decision myself because the doctor told me it's going to take 3 to 6 weeks to heal. And so, everybody, injected this. No, but he's a young man growing into his grown man body, and he hits very hard. So I had to make that decision. We're in line for the world title. And then the contender on the IBF. Do I send him in there with one hand? Do I think he would beat JoJo still? Yes. But do you risk that damage in that hand where now, it's just too much at risk?
Two things. And both of them can be true. One, okay. Injured wrist makes sense. Pull them out, hyper sprain or whatever you call it. You just feel like you can't continue. Okay. That's the difference between reason and excuses. Ryan Garcia said he believes a reason is when it's true, and excuse is when it's a lie. Fine. But 2, you guys are no longer allowed to say shit about Shakur, dog. You can't. I mean, you can do what you want, but the fan base gonna be like, now, this is the second time there were a lot of explanations, which you are probably telling the truth. More than likely, I actually believe you guys. I'm not sure about the war room. And I saw the wrist and all that, and he got the little wrist thing. Fine. I don't think he's afraid of JoJo. I don't think so. All right? Fine. But perception becomes reality. With all, this is the second time you guys did a lot of explaining, and then with this, and then with that, and then with this, and then with that. And that's probably the case because y'all do a lot of talking to begin with. So when you call Shakur soft, his soft hands, he's soft this, but Shakur don't be pulling out fights like that. Not like that. He fought De Los Santos with the most irritated looking knuckle I've ever seen. That knuckle right there, I said, of course he was one-handed. That shit, he couldn't even close his hand. Remember, he gave his boy a pound and his hand looked bad. That shit, he fought with that. He fought with that, bruh. That shit ain't, he fought, he was going to fight the Schofields, and he fought Padley with the weakest hands known to man. You see him trying to squeeze that grip strength thing? All I'm saying is, I don't think there's much you can say now about Shakur. The first time to pull out All right, pause. The first time to pull out, you know, Floyd, it did look sad. He was laying on the bed, on a hospital bed, looking like Tupac Shakur's autopsy, which it was Tupac. Y'all know that he looked just like, tell me he don't look like, I will put it up, but that's diabolical. But Floyd Schofied III was sitting there looking like Tupac Shakur's autopsy. It looked so traumatic that you couldn't help but to feel sorry about the kid. All right. Now both, I'm going to lean towards he was sick. And I'm going to lean towards, I see the risk that he's hurt. Now, the question is, do you think he could have fought with that? That it's like Tom Espinal. Do you think he could have continued on? That's really, now it's just subjective at that point. But either way, when it comes to toughness and all that shit, there's not much you can say about Shakur. That's what, and I love y'all like play cousins. I love y'all like play cousins. And honestly, I know how it is. Floyd Schofied III, I saw you in my Instagram. We spoke and you said Shakur ain't that tough and all that stuff. And you know what I mean? And I know how it gets when I criticize a fighter, the fans start going crazy, or the haters or the other ones start. I get, and nobody like being criticized or anything like that. I'm just expressing the boxing revolution, the Stone Age. All right, we're in the Stone Age right now, and I'm saying the war room. I have my finger on the pulse of the boxing fan and the community. I know what they're on. Check out the war room, bro. I'm just expressing. It's like it's going to be very hard for the Schofields to say that Shakur is soft or anything like that. That's a good enough take, because here's the thing. Facts. That's all I'm on. Because here's the thing. Is it facts? Stop babying. See.
Put the fight on.
That's where they at. See what I'm saying? Look at Maria. You see what I'm saying? All right. But the thing is, still they're going to come from a predatorial point of view, saying that God saved JoJo with the wrist injury.
So fans gonna say what they want. It's on them. I put all the proof out there. I can't do nothing. I feel God protected JoJo. I swear to goodness, JoJo is really spiritual, and I think God intervened and allowed JoJo to have a safe passage onto his next fight. That's what I think. Cause kid been in so many fights and never tore nothing in his wrist ever.
I work out my hands too.
Right.
Send my rice.
So I say for that to be that much of a freak accident, God just helped JoJo. And that's because I'm on a spiritual basis. Everybody else could say what they want, but JoJo got a free pass. He's going to have a great fight against somebody else. And I hope we can fight him in February, but I think they got us fighting for a title in February, but I don't.
And shit ain't funny. I work out my hand too. It's like, brother, you look healthy. But I'm not Floyd Schofied III. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how he knows what type of pain he's in. All right. But another thing though, to say that JoJo was very spiritual and him being so spiritual and needed to be saved, God intervened. That's a huge statement. All right. We need receipts. We need receipts. So you go ahead, send an email to the Lord or whatever. We need receipts. All right. Okay, let's move on. All right. We're going to move on to Teofimo Lopez, but before that, we're going to do a look at that. Let's do a look at this real quick.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this. Look at that. Look at that.
Something to you, you just do it. You're 8 years old, you're not an adult.
Hey, and that's the black two sugars. That's the black two sugars. Michael Myers, no matter how tough or badass you think Michael Myers is, a black mama would scare the hell out of Mike. And that's the black two sugars. Let him overhear some shit. He ain't more diabolical than a black mama with no daddy in the house and 2 damn jobs. All right, 2 part-time jobs. So she really got 1 full-time. She got 2 part-times. And the son is in football and shit, pop water football and getting F's in class. That mama, Mike coming in the house would just be doing her a favor. Hey, hold on. Put the spray on. Love you, boy. Love you, boy. We ain't playing. Somebody said, why doesn't NASA has its own funding? You don't want NASA to have just more taxes. That mama, you add NASA funding onto her check, all hell gonna break loose. If you care about that little baby, if you care about that baby at all, you don't want no NASA funding. Okay, everybody, let's move forward. That's fine. Let's get to Teofimo Lopez. We got 1,000 people in here. Everybody hit the like. Let's check out what Teofimo Lopez had to say here.
Teo, man, you got the internet right now on pins and needles. Everybody is waiting for the announcement. You flirted with putting it out there. You even came on our show like last week for a couple seconds, and you said Shakur is next. I mean, talk to us, man. What's going on? How close are we to actually making an announcement for this fight?
Yeah, man, I'm waiting to. I'm kind of annoyed. I ain't expected it to take this long.
Really?
I honestly want to fight already, but there were some underlinings that my team and I are just trying to clean out before we get this going all the way through. I don't even think they got paperwork set for Shakur yet, but so everybody's throwing it at me, but nothing's even done with Shakur yet. So I heard good news that this week should come to a close. So let's just see and wait. You know, I'm just maintaining, staying in the gym, training. But I got to start camp very soon. You know, January is around the corner.
Yeah, what time in January? What time frame in January we're looking at? Early, mid?
That I'm not gonna like express. I'll just wait for, you know, for those guys doing everything to announce it. You know, all I know is that you know, we getting close to the wire. Gotta get my team, everybody here ready with me, and we just gotta start getting locked in.
You feel like nothing was said? I hear you, but a lot was said. I 100% believe him. I 100% believe Teo. Let me hold just. I know it's hard to believe Teo, but let me cap. Okay, let me express myself. Let me see. She should have used a permanent marker. You're hysterical. That shit was. That's why the Beijing is diabolical. I tell my barber the Beijing is diabolical. Now he makes sure that it's heated and all that shit. But really, if I'm about to go to the gym, brother, the Beijing is diabolical. All right, especially if I'm laughing, calling the fight, start sweating. The Beijing is diabolical. Okay, but let's talk about Teofimo Lopez. Teo's doing gymnastics. No. Let me tell you. You have to listen. Teofimo Lopez said he wants to fight already. I believe him. He said, but according to his team, there were some underlinings that they got to clear up on the contract. He don't even know what the underlinings are. He just want to fight. According to his team, it's out of his hands. The fighters aren't down there redlining contracts. They want to fight. Their team and lawyers take care of the rest. But this is what you guys have to understand. And it's going to be hard for y'all to understand it because emotionally, y'all may hate a fighter. So y'all going to say, nah, now Biz is capping because I emotionally hate a fighter. I need y'all to be men for just a second here to understand the way business works. All right. Your team doing the contracts, they have their incentives too. The fighter comes second to their own incentives. There's some underlinings they got to hash out because they want to get paid too. and they want certain percentages for them and for that and for him and for everybody involved. Tio just want to fight. Hey, make sure my paper good. Oh, your paper, but we're going to make sure our paper is good too. And this, and you is our business. So if you fail, we fail. So we got to make sure all this shit. And you think Teofimo Lopez is educated enough, or any of these fighters got the education to be dealing with? I don't even have the education. And I got graduate school education, but I don't have education there. When red lighting contracts, I need a lawyer, right? So you have to have trust in your team. Now, he said he heard Shakur Stevenson didn't even get paperwork yet. That's hearsay, but I can believe that to be the case too. Because Shakur Stevenson is such a counterpuncher, I can see his team being the same way. Eddie Hoyne and all them. Let's see what they draw up. Once they're done, send it our way, then we will respond. We ain't gonna do shit yet. Yeah, he ain't get the paperwork. What paperwork? Y'all got to hash out some stuff on the red line. Well, finish all your shit. And if you're satisfied 100%, then we will take that and then we will make other tweaks if necessary. You get what I'm saying? That's how Mike Tyson was. That's how every fighter is. Not fighters aren't what y'all think, that fighters sit there and control the contracts and say, what did this mean in fine print? And the contracts be this thick. All kinds of shit, bruh. These fighters have been homeschooled, all right? Let's keep that real. Since 10 years old. You think all of a sudden they're going through a thick book of complex contracts with all this shit? When he say his team has some underlining, said they got to correct, that's all he know. He just want to scrap. And that's where a boxing league comes in. I'm trying to let me see, Matt. Be a stop. It's obvious he's capping. See? Very basic, I don't like him. He's capping, obviously. Check out this. How does he say it for you to believe it? There's no way he can say it for you to believe it. He could scream. That's not believe. He could be mad and that's not. But he has to say it in a swaggy, influential way that y'all on the streets can understand. Like, listen, I don't know how to say it, but I believe him. Let me see. He said contract hasn't been sent to Shakur yet. It's BS until there's a fight announced. He's lying. But see, Matt, the thing is, there's no answer for any of you. They asked the question to him. He didn't jump. And so, Matt, if I asked about your life, if you don't respond, the world who's looking at Matt's life like the way you're judging others, we start judging you. And we look at your life and say, he didn't respond. He has something to hide. If you do respond, oh, he's lying. That's the world we're in. I know that because I go through it every day. Let me see. He's pretty much took responsibility for his team. He pretty much took he has to. He can't say that's not my team or F them and F off. Right? They're looking out for my best interest. Bro, I have a team. I have a team of people that I've hired. But they are subject matter experts that I hired them for to know that subject and tell me about it when we meet. If I have a meeting, what's going on with this? I can't control everybody's shit, especially when I'm not educated everywhere. If I was, I wouldn't need a team. Hey, man, we're not ready yet. Okay. What's going on here? What's going on? And then when somebody put a mic in your face, all you know is, hey, there's some underlinings they got to hash out. I'm just ready to fight. You're lying. What do you want from me? Let me see. It's not like T.O. has been honest. Yeah, so Matt, you've lied. You're a damn liar, right? You've lied many times in your life. And if you say that you didn't, you're a damn liar, right? So T.O. has lied before. On top of that, T.O. has unknowingly lied before. Something that's told to him, he repeats it, but they are manipulating him to keep him at bay as they hash out what they're trying to hash out. And the fans we just know what we want. And if we don't get what we want when we want it, then we start pointing fingers on who to blame because we didn't get what we want when we wanted it. So that's what you're doing, Matt. I I didn't get what I want. So I need somebody to blame. Teo is the biggest one to blame because he's lied before. So no matter what, if he's trying to tell you what he knows, everything is dog shit because how you emotionally feel about it. That's just how life goes. But I'm saying I get what he's saying. I get it. But then y'all will now start judging me. Oh, he must be getting paid by Teo. Must be getting paid by somebody. Or he ain't black people. You know, that's what I'm saying. The emotions, right? But what he said made sense to me. Made all the sense in the world to me. Let me see. He did his job for the fans, in my opinion. His passive-aggressive approach is him showing he's frustrated and just wants to fight like us. 100%. Kevin! While you're sitting there on Twiddle Thumb and you just anxious to fight and everybody's judging you, listen, bro. Y'all don't understand. When everybody's judging you, you're trying to prove them all wrong, especially when they're judging you wrong. So you don't know how to, do you keep being genuine? The more genuine you are, the more you get your feelings hurt. So you start responding like Floyd Money Mayweather. F off. Throw money in the face. Forget all y'all. All right, I'm going to rob y'all off. So you start acting like that. Now, Teofimo Lopez is a damn racist. Right? You start lashing out like that. He doesn't know how to be. All he knows he wants to fight. But he can't even say he wants to fight because though obviously he does because fighting is his career. That's how he makes money. Y'all don't believe it anyway. Or you're a coward. If I was a coward, I would retire. That's the black two sugars. That's the black two sugars. Let me see. I have inside info that they are fighting and the fight is set. I'm not privy to give info on the set date. Camps starting soon is all. He dropped gems. Okay. Now you said, now, right now you're just, you know, we don't know who you are and you're the guy. You're hearsay right now. Okay. But let's just take what you said as true. That still goes with what he said. He's like, man, January is around the corner. So he just slipped up on the date. January is around the corner. That's why Jamel Herring was like January beginning, January end, or whatever. He's like, do I start training camp? I mean, all I'm doing is staying in shape, but do we start really and I just assume that the fight is set? What do? I see Shakur Stevenson. He's training as well. I saw Shakur Stevenson in the gym and stuff like that, you know, and their teams are working things out. Hopefully it's set to where I can start working because January is around the corner. The black two sugars. Let me see. Hey, I hope that's true. That's right. And if it falls apart, what are we going to do? Start looking for someone to blame. We didn't get the fight we want. It's somebody's fault. And if you like T.O. and hate Shakur, Shakur's fault. If you hate T.O., it's T.O.'s fault. That's the black two sugars. And then y'all fight each other. And then y'all say who's the real duck and who's soft. And then all the comments. And then, you know what I'm saying? That's what happens. All right. Okay, let me see. I have inside info. Right. I think that's Charles Oakley. Brother, I know, brother. That looks like Charles Oakley all day. That boy, the black two sugars. I'm just telling y'all what it is. But it's very hard to be sensible and reasonable when your emotions are, I just want to fight. When that's just your emotions, you cannot hear anything that makes sense and just have a logical response to it. You're going to panic, right? Okay. Let's move on. Now, Brian Norman, Devin the American Dream Haney. The reason why I got this video up next is because Teofimo Lopez had that little back and forth with Richardson Hitchins. Richardson Hitchins, not talking about Teo, he's talking about the winner of Brian Norman and Haney. You see how all that happens? You're just throwing you're throwing your cars out there everywhere. You just want to fight. The fighters just want to fight. The businessmen, what Errol Spence was trying to warn you guys about and educate you guys on, the guys in the black suits are doing a lot. But let's check out what Richardson Hitchins had to say.
Brian Norman to fight me after Devin Haney. I'm not ducking. I'm not, like I said, I'm willing to go up to 147, right? First fight to go up and challenge the winner of Devin Haney or Brian Norman for the WBO World Championship. And yeah, like I said, the dad been bickering. Brian Norman dad been bickering, saying that he wants to fight me. He wants to fight me next. And in a few months, if I'm available and Brian Norman's available, let's make the fight happen. I don't see why. Me and Brian Norman already boxed before in the gym, so we put familiar with each other. So I think it would be good to do it for a world championship.
Seems like he's leaning towards Brian Norman Jr. winning that fight. But he has beef with both of them, right? So it really doesn't matter to him. He wants to fight Devin Haney too. He wants to fight Devin Haney. He wants to fight Brian. I mean, he's ready. He's ready to rock and roll. When he said that they've had that experience together in the gym, y'all know how diabolical that is. That's diabolical. But I get him. I get where he's coming from. It's as true as the doctor who diagnosed Arrow, LOL. But here's the thing, Matt. Lately, you've been knowing it all. And it's never a positive thing. So that means you're capping. Like lately, you've been saying what everything is, but it's always F off. So something's going on. It's never cool. So that means you're not speaking facts, because facts could be positive too. Hit the Tyson bell. Okay, I'm with Norman. Well, let's talk. Let's take a quick break, and we're going to get there. We're almost at the hour, and then we're going to do the horror short. But let's take a quick break. Check this out, bro.
Keep hitting niggas with a ball head, Charlie. Why don't you hit them with a hollow? Because way it looks, ball heads get in niggas' minds better, just like Wallow. When I started off with the scheme, it was a little rocky. First, I couldn't follow, but it was in my creed. You thought I was going to say Apollo? That's what you get for rushing, nigga. It's Drago. Now, fuck is he talking about? Keep hitting niggas with a ball head, Charlie. Why don't you hit them with a hollow? Because way it looks, ball heads get in niggas' minds better, just like Wallow. When I started off with the scheme, it was a little rocky. First, I couldn't follow, but it was in my creed. You thought I was going to say Apollo? That's what you get for rushing, nigga. It's Drago. Now, fuck is he talking about?
That's when you pack your shit and leave. Now, I don't know how Charlie did that. I don't know if Charlie knew that dude could have tried to jump in and he had that ready. And if he didn't, he was going to finish a different. I think he had a deviation. But he was looking at him. If you notice, he was looking at him like, and then he was like, Apollo. That shit is when you walk right out. You just tell your boys, let's get out of here. Like, what's going on? Now, that's an L, because that's going to go viral, and I ain't got that kind of time. All right, let me see. Dog, those bars were crazy. Somebody said, I don't get it. It's like, brother, what the hell? Let me see. Matt been on his best bull jive. He has been. Let me see what Matt Hitchins is talking. He beat up an old Cambosis in the wrong weight class. He should focus on fighting real champions instead of talking ish. You see? But fighting the winner between Haney and Brian Norman would be fighting a real champion. And that's what he's focused on. You see? See, Matt's out of there. He's out of there. Somebody, he broke up or something. You going through a divorce or some whatever it is, brother. My best wishes, bro. All right, hit the Tyson bell. Okay. Let's move on. The reason why we were talking about Hitchins, right? And have sparred with Brian Norman before. Okay, let's put all this in perspective. Make shit like this rough. We learn from Roach, Tank. We've learned this time and time again. When that's your sparring partner, bruh, I mean, that's just an extra element to look out for this Usyk and Fabio Wardley fight. They were in the gym together. Yo, bruh, it ain't like Usyk is gonna be showing them shit that he ain't used to. Do I have Usyk winning? Yes. I'm just talking about how fun the fight can be. Let me tell you something that's diabolical. All right. Me talking about how fun this fight can be. People get that twisted and saying, you must think Fabio Wardley is going to win. No, I think Usyk's going to win. I do. I think Usyk's going to win. All right. But I'm not so focused on the outcome as much as I'm focused on me watching an entertaining fight. Fabio beat Joseph Parker, but that fight was extremely entertaining. I'm saying will the fight be worth watching? Is what I'm talking about. Because the fight can be great and Usyk can win, and everybody, I told y'all Usyk won. You're so stuck on that part, you forgot about the journey. The journey is the best part. It's like weight loss. The weight loss is like getting in shape. It's like going after any of your goals. Skipping ahead is that bullshit. That's that bull jive. What makes it the goal so great of an accomplishment is the journey itself. That's the best part. The W or the L, whatever, you won by going through the journey. So when I say they have sparred and Fabio Wardley got that heart and he showed me a lot once again for the second time after Haney against Joseph Parker, that now I'm starting to really look forward to that fight with Usyk. And then y'all start trolling me. It's like, listen, bro, I love the fight. You can go to BoxRec for the results. I love watching the fight, each round, each second. Hit the Tyson Bear. Okay. Look. And speaking of which, this is diabolical. Hey, Ring, y'all got to stop with the shit. Y'all got to stop with the bull jive. I love y'all, Ring, historic, all that shit. But to have Tyson Fury #1 is bull jive. All right? That's bull jive. Fabio Wardley should be #1. Pacquiao, he's getting dunked by somebody. I don't know what's going on. But to have Tyson Fury's retired, bro. To have Tyson Fury on that list at all is bull jive. Why the hell? Tyson Fury says himself, I'm not coming back. Take him off. And when he comes back, put him back on and put him on at 10. But he said he's retired. Take him off. He doesn't get to, reserve a spot on the rankings heavyweight while everybody else is active and working. All right, hit the Tyson Bear. Let me see. Houseway. I have no idea. I would like to see more Moses versus Pacquiao. I would love to see that. Fabio Wardley. Bro been boxing for 5 minutes. Usyk shouldn't be on his radar. Put him in versus Pacquiao or something. Humble him real quick. You gonna say woosah, Matt. Okay. Yeah, that would be fine. That would be fine. All right. Let's talk about, we're almost at the hour. Horror Short is coming as the encore, but we have to talk about Floyd Mayweather versus Pacquiao too. All right. And this entire clip is how I feel about it.
Yeah.
So I am hearing from reliable sources that Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, yes, more than 10 years later, a rematch is being seriously discussed to take place next year. I think is a real possibility this is going to happen. Mayweather is now 46, I believe, and Pacquiao's around the same age. But look, this was the biggest fight in boxing history when it happened, and I think all these years later, a rematch, if it happens, especially after the way Pacquiao looked in July against Barrios, there would be serious interest.
Mayweather and Pacquiao was easily the biggest fight of its era, of the generation. And it was the highest grossing fight of all time.
Sure. By far.
Because it 4.4 million pay-per-view buys at $100 a pop. Do the math, right?
Y'all not going to just throw that by me as if y'all didn't already announce Floyd versus Mike Tyson. I need to know what the hell's going on. What? He's fighting Mike Tyson too? So he's going to fight Mike Tyson then Pacquiao? Like what? I didn't forget. I didn't forget Floyd Mayweather versus Mike Tyson. So I need to know, is it going to be an exhibition, a pro fight? Will I watch Floyd Mayweather versus Pacquiao too? Who y'all, everyone will watch it. Nobody's going to not watch it. Everybody's gonna watch Floyd versus Mike Tyson too. Why not watch it? I don't understand why everybody always say what they ain't gonna do. I ain't. You watch it, bro. All right, it's fun. It's like watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. That was a fun movie, which Michael Bay got shitted on, and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shit was fun as hell. All right, but with that said, all right, it's a cartoon. It's you know what I'm saying? It's a cartoon. It's like if you saw, I don't know, a movie with Spider-Man versus Darth Vader. Even if you're a big Star Wars fan and it's like, no, it's not canon, you ain't gonna watch Darth Vader versus Spider-Man movie. You're watching the movie. But Star Wars and Spider-Man was never there, and it's not canon. Man, I'm watching Darth Vader versus Spider-Man. I just need to know what's popping. Was that Floyd Mayweather versus Mike Tyson bull jive? You got to give me an announcement. Y'all, it didn't work out. Y'all not going to do it. Then tell us it's not going to happen. All right. But to just act like that didn't happen, unless it's the Mandela effect. All right. But I got the photos. Let me see. Biz versus Bill next at catch weight. Put the fight on. Hey, I'm going to tell you, man, my weight is becoming less important than the way my body is structured. Everything's coming together, and my weight is staying, and the fat is the muscle, because muscle weighs more than fat. And I'm about to be out here in a minute. I'm look like a pit bull off the leash. Fabio should fight Moises. A Boogie. Well, you know, I think Usyk is going to still fight. So if you're the champion, you fight the number one contender. You know, I think Fabio Warley is the number one contender. That's how it should be. Number one contender shouldn't have to keep fighting down. The number one contender fights up. He fights, you know, because if not, who would Usyk fight? He should fight the number one contender. Let me see. For real, I like this BS. Let me know when it's on. Yeah. I'm feeling a little strange. I'm feeling a little strange about it. Shout out to the biz. Okay. Moses versus Fabio. Yeah, that'd be nice, but the number one contender should fight. You know, they can still fight, but what should Usyk do? Just wait, fight number 3 guy. Let's do the big one. No, man. The champion fight the number one contender, and then he fights the number one contender again. Like, that's the way it should go. That's the way it should go. And if it doesn't go that way, that boxing league is going to beat out traditional boxing. Y'all better start doing that. Hey, listen, bro. Listen. Y'all better start doing that. Look at where boxing is going. Tank versus Jake. Floyd versus Tyson. Right? Y'all asking for Fabio versus Moses. Right? Name versus name. Name versus name. Or a cherry pick. And that's how you avoid danger. Boxing going this way, bruh. And y'all say y'all hate the boxing league. The boxing league is going to do everything that boxing isn't doing. That boxing league is going to have the champion fight the number one contender, then the number one contender until the number one contender beat the champion, and then again. Then the number 2 guy going to fight the 3 guy, and everything's going to be easy to follow with one damn belt. It's going to be on and cracking, bruh. Stop it, Biz. Because that's not what you want. You don't want that. You like this. You like this. You love this. That's why we didn't have an undisputed champion, heavyweight champion, 25 years. Same way we're like heavyweight. Y'all like this shit. Y'all like this shit. Y'all like, my man says, stop it, Biz. We don't want every, best versus the best. Get that bullshit. No. You don't want that if Dana White is running it. So you're attached to White. I like the concept. I don't give a damn who it is. Am I calling Boise this weekend? I want to. I really want to. I'm talking too much. I'm just saying. No, Joshua. Yeah, I don't know where Joshua's all right to me. In Latin America, we got streamers boxing too, Biz. Bruh, let me see. Pay Glaze Tank Races. What the hell? You can use it. I don't know. Biz speaking facts. Y'all stop trolling. I'm saying I don't care what y'all say. I don't care what. See. listen, fellas. Listen, fellas. Let me get the war room together. All right, because we can't. The war room is one. The war room is one. All right. The war room is one. Okay. Let's get off of that. I don't care what y'all say. All three of y'all. I put my stamp on it. Whatever the hell he was saying. Listen. Let's stop all the pouting. Let's stop all the pouting. There is a concept. There's a concept. Affordable fights to watch. Free with subscription is what we want most. Great boxing cards. Full of fights that make sense. Tournament style boxing. Bracket style boxing. Who is the king of the hill? One belt. Not so many weight classes. None of that weight bullying jive. We need all this shit. Boxing rules that make every time you watch a fight it's entertaining. We need all of that. And instead of being attached to other men or detached to certain men because how you feel about them, you don't know any of them. None of them. None of them. Put them all on the asshole category. They're all businessmen. Believe in the concept. And that's the Black Two Sugars. Look at what you can get from it. Other than I don't want it to win if that man I don't like win. We don't move like that. That's not the energy we need. The hating ass. We're not. Give me a product I prefer. That's it. For my spending dollar. Not who I'm emotionally attached to. Come on, guys. Man up. Let me see. Justin Hill, my brother. And the other part is being able to grow with these fighters as they make their way through. That's a fact. Getting to know them all the way up. You're right. The ranks. Yep. I'm kind of tired of these fighters popping out, up, out. Yeah. And getting title shots. You kind of lose track of these guys. Listen, bruh. Andy Cruz, all these guys coming in and out. Brother, people don't know who Sandwich Noakes is. Abdullah Mason, is he cherry picking or is he moving along right? It's up to the management, but not up to the system. Let me see. Squad. Yeah, 100%. Let me see. Say a prayer for Jamaica. Yeah, I heard about the storm. I think the Floyd versus Tyson announcement was prematurely put out there to overshadow the Tank and Jake Paul announcement. I can see that. Yeah, I remember events like Supernova, Stream Fighters 4, and Velada. Really? What is that? Okay. Let's move on. This is the last thing we're going to cover before the horror short. I'm very sleepy all of a sudden, but let's check out what Norman Bates has to say about his training camp and how he's approaching it. Let's check this out.
Don King with the mic, I'm controlling it. Scott Pitt with the mic, that's who I'm fucking with. Black Sun with the mic, be on the same shit. Make no mistakes when the track's in this place. It is I, Norman Bates.
Norman Bates with a mic and a beat tape.
Are you looking for sparring partners? Are you looking for people to resemble Devin? Are you looking for just people that are going to bring the best out of you? Like, is there any specific?
I'm trying to get guys that style is to work on my weaknesses. I'm gonna say that, like, whatever my weaknesses are that you are good at, I want to get spar with you so you can sharpen me up on that one thing. I mean, if you are mentally able and you have the ability to do something, you put somebody in front of me. Now I'm gonna try to figure out the best way possible to get around whatever you got going on. So now I adapt it and I evolve in my whole game.
Hopefully he stays this hungry. That is incredible. Stay hungry. I'm not sure what it will result to. What's that, November 22nd? And on Ring 4, if he's going to beat Devin Haney or not. But keep sharpening your tool set. That's good. Let me. Yeah, that's the perfect approach. Somebody asked me my favorite question. Spaceman said, "Yo, Biz, you seen it? Welcome to Derry." 100%. Episode 1 was phenomenal. I am that. Listen, bro. The whole Norman. Listen. I haven't caught up with Ed Gein yet. I haven't finished that. All right. But how can I say this without sounding diabolical? Ed Gein has always been, because of the neighboring state, because I'm from Chicago, he has always been one of those diabolical serial killers that I was very much aware of. And because of him, he changed horror movies forever. The way he spawned some of my favorite shit. All right. Psycho, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Friday the 13th, all that shit. All right. So that show is dope as hell to me. Okay. But and we are an It family. Ms. Biz has read the books. She forced me to listen to the audiobook because I wasn't going to read the shit. But that is fantastic. Now, somebody. Oh, I want to say this as the last point before we do the horror short. The boxing league. Right now, I'm not defending the boxing league as much as I'm defending me being interested in it. All right. So right now, I'm defending myself being interested in the boxing league. Okay. Let me tell you what pisses me off about boxing the most. Not their pockets, not none of that. Let me tell you what pisses me off about boxing the most. This simple thing. Hold on. As a kid, it spawned my fear of clowns. I hear you. Ronald McDonald already had a fear of clowns way before. Like somewhere around Pee-wee's Big Adventure, when the clowns was running, somewhere around then, I was afraid of clowns. But listen. Boxing draft pick, that's nice. Let me tell you what I hate most about the way boxing is now and the way boxing has been. All right. Whose boots next opponent? Everybody who hates this boxing league concept. Whose boots next opponent? And that's the problem. Right there. That shouldn't even be a damn question. Your next opponent should be based on what you ranked. That's it. There ain't no, I don't know if the business could be done and if somebody bails out and if somebody wants to cherry pick and who's his next opponent? Do you know with a tournament style or with a boxing league, his resume would be way better than it is? You don't know his next opponent? If it was a tournament style or a boxing league, Terrence Bud Crawford would have been able to fight all those PBC welterweights. Y'all hate that, but hate the idea of a boxing league? Y'all don't know what's wrong with y'all. I have no idea what's wrong with y'all. No, I just emotionally feel a way about another dude. That has to be the weirdest shit I've ever heard. What you eat don't make me shit. If you winning or if you lose, I could just give me the product I want. I'm thinking about me. You know, I can't get how men move today. I would never get how men move, bro. Let me see. He called out winner of Ortiz and versus. Yeah, he called out. All we hear is call outs. But it wouldn't even be a question. We don't 50-50. You don't know You don't know if he fights the winner between Ortiz and Lubin. You don't know that. We never know that. You can't claim that you do. It never happens that way. It has happened that way, and when it does, we're lucky. It doesn't work that way. We wouldn't know who's next if it's a league. We wouldn't know who's next. That's it. We literally saw this, and somebody said, I want Fabio versus Moses. Somebody said, I want Fabio versus Moses. That's where we are. It should be, we gonna find out season. You would want Fabio versus Moses if Moses is good. How do you know he's good? If he goes through everybody else on that damn list. I think he might be good. But we don't know until he goes through everybody on that. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Let me see. Him and Tio are the same to me. Cap. Oh, Boots. Yeah. If there was a structure to the game, wouldn't be a need for a call out. Justin, the thing is, here's the most feminine part of it all. Justin, hold on, let me see. I've said it for years. A super series in every weight class will bring one champ. Is what made Inoue the monster we know today. I know, but it won't happen. So instead of 50-50, instead of us saying what we would like, which will never happen, we can actually have an organization, a structure that happens exactly what we say. It's the craziest thing in the world. Here's the thing, Justin. Here's the most feminine part about it. Everyone, all 1,038 people who are watching this, know what I'm saying makes all the sense in the world. But they want to be right. They don't want to be like, that makes sense. They're not mature enough, emotionally mature enough to say that. They just want, and two, they want to be pro who they're liking. I like this guy. I don't like this guy. So I'm pro that team, regardless of the cost. And that is the most feminine part about it. Okay. Everybody, please hit the like. Okay, let me see. No, I'm not giving Dana a chance. And that's the most feminine part about it. I don't even look at it that way. I don't give a shit. I don't even look at it as giving Dana. I don't care. I don't know Dana. I don't want him to win. Who do you want to win instead? Eddie Hearn? Al Heyman? Why? I don't know any of them. I don't know any of them, bro. I'd rather have De La Hoya win. Why? I don't know. I don't know any of them. To be honest, I don't know any of them. I've shaken their hands. I've shaken His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh. I don't know him. I don't know any. I don't know any of them. I don't know them. I know of them, but they don't know me. I don't want to give Dana. I don't even think of Dana. And he doesn't cross my damn mind. Is this fighter going to fight? What's the rules of this? Sounds dope to me. Here you go. People with losing records. Okay, everybody, let's move on. Let's move on. UFC fighters. Let me see. Somebody say UFC fighters crying. Hold on. Oh, here we go. UFC fighters crying about not getting paid. This is boxing. Turki Al-Sheikh is going to be the bankroll. Nobody getting paid by Turki Al-Sheikh is crying. This is the first time boxers are starting to get overpaid. And Turki is the bankroll for the boxing league. Your brain cannot make the connection because no matter how much Turki is the bankroll, y'all think Dana is because y'all made him this huge monster controlling your thoughts. When no matter what, you look at the situation and Turki is the bankroll. But even then, you had a ranked fighter like Padley being an electrician and y'all made fun of him. Y'all are so inconsistent, it's hilarious. Y'all saw that Padley was an electrician and made fun of him. He can't even complain because he has no one to complain to. He just got to get a job. And that is over 90% of boxing. And how boxing is ran right now. They all got jobs. And they have no one to complain to. And they can't even retire. No pension, none of that. Most of them don't even have insurance, health insurance. Only when it's time for a fight when they got to get health insurance. When they're not about to fight, they get off because they can't afford it. Because y'all only think about what y'all hear. Y'all don't think. Then Joseph Parker is fighting Fabio Wardley, and y'all say, I'm not going to pay for that shit. So where do y'all want the money to come from? If the money comes from the paying customer. Y'all not going to pay for it, and then y'all make fun of Padley, who's an electrician. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all just like to dive around on what's hot. Let me see who's complaining, and then it's hot to jump on this and hot to jump on that. Y'all ain't even thinking. Y'all ain't even thinking. Y'all just responding. Y'all being told how to respond. It's crazy. I like the boxing league, but just seems it will take years for it to be high level. That's right. How long do you think it will take for superstars to buy in? A while. So ain't nothing to worry about now. It'll take a while. Let me see. No, I'm thinking. Yeah. So with you thinking, let me see. Facts about health insurance. Are they going to provide health insurance? I don't know. If not, bro, it's going to be a high turnover. How about if they do? You see how you jump right to negative? You ain't thinking. I don't know. But they will have a say because you know who to blame. You will know who to go to. They're going to hold the league accountable because you know who to go to. With the wild, wild west of boxing right now, you don't even know who to go to. No, I'm thinking. Are you? Let's see how much you're thinking. Is boxing on HBO? It was. Is boxing on Showtime? It was. Is boxing on ESPN? It was. ESPN dropped boxing for a hotter sport. What's that? WWE. So WWE, a fake sport. ESPN dropped boxing and picked up WWE. Do you understand what's going on with boxing right now? That's what y'all want. That's how y'all want the structure to stay? And everybody's dropping it? Have you lost your mind? I know you're afraid, but it's time for a change, bro. It is time for a change. Let me see. ShowBizz, wrestling is not fake. I watch wrestling is my shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just watch Braun Breaker gets busy. He's going to fight. He's the number one contender for the winner between Jey Uso and CM Punk. So I'm all on it. I'm all over it. I can dig it, Biz. Just saying. Boxing revolution. It's not done. No. We're starting something. You make some good points. Thank you so much, Justin Hunt. Let me see. Gotta treat Dana like Trump. Give him one genuine chance to make boxing great. If it don't work, then get him out. That's what I'm saying. but don't stop somebody from at least attempting. That's what I'm saying. I don't care, Justin. That's what I'm saying. If it's bad, it's going to fail anyway. Then don't try. Before I move to the horror short, I'm going to say this. Why do you get out of bed every day? And are you complacent? Or are you willing to try something new? Now, you know, if you get out of bed, there's a chance you can fall down the stairs. If you get in your car, there's a chance you can get into a severe accident on your way to work. If you answer the phone, there's a chance it could be bad news. If you go to the doctor to get a checkup, there's a chance you can get horrible news. So do you just sit in bed and don't move? Because sitting in bed, you already know nothing is going to happen for you. Keeping boxing as is, we saw HBO drop it. We saw Showtime drop it. We saw ESPN drop it. The only one that's holding on is we're in the zone, war room. And y'all don't even want to pay for it. Somebody's coming to bring a change and you just don't like the way his face looks. I don't like him. So you're just going to stay in bed and watch your house burn down. All right. All right. All right. But hey, listen, go get us. We think differently. All right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, DAZN. DAZN is the only boxing channel. We in DAZN. All right. And if we don't support that, we ain't got shit. If we don't support DAZN, we ain't got a place to go. We ain't got shit. Do you understand? If we don't support DAZN, we ain't got a channel. Let's go to the horror short. 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 And the thing is, y'all would tell me, ShowBizz must be getting paid by somebody. If I should be talking badly about the boxing league since I collab with DAZN, because DAZN would be your only choice and it'd be a monopoly. I'm saying bring on the boxing league for boxing. And y'all don't think I'm the real one? All right. All right. Everybody, let's check out this horror short. Let's check out this horror short. Butt clenched in your horror shorts.
That movie had it been about black people, wouldn't even been no movie.
That's scary as hell. That's what they be saying.
If that movie would have been about black people, it wouldn't be no damn movie. Let me see. Do you think the other promotional companies would try to make boxing leagues going forward now that Dana has laid out the format? No, because you need billions of dollars. You need the type of money they don't have. You want to know why I know they don't have it? Two reasons. One, when y'all talk about not getting paid, there's many fighters who just can't even get paid. When last time you seen Charlo get to the bag? You want to start naming names? Why isn't Errol Spence back? Muggs out there with no fight, no paper. No nothing. With nobody to blame. Dana White ain't paying this fight. There's people out there that you ain't seen in years. Get one fight and you ain't seen shit. So the fighters can't even, if the fighter isn't a draw, they not getting to the bag. That's one. Another reason I know is because when Turki showed up, he worked with all of them because they're trying to get to the bag. Another reason I know is that Turki and them bought EA Sports for $55 billion. That's where the money is. You got to have money like that. Hit the Titans bed. Ain't nobody got that kind of money. Nobody got that kind of money. And that's the black two sugars, bro. That's the black two sugars. All right. I'm speaking a lot of truth for y'all. I'm speaking a lot of truth for y'all. But y'all want to get caught up in some petty shit. All right. Let's move forward. Let's check out this horror short. Share screen.
To sink their teeth into us.
Wait. Hold on. I ain't ready. They just jumped right into my shit. I ain't ready. So y'all ready? Okay, wait a minute. Because listen, when it's time for the horror short, I don't want to be talking no boxing. Let me see. That league is going to expose a lot of talent that would normally seep through the cracks. That's what I'm saying, bro. Facts. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, you don't know who's really good. You ain't start knowing until Turki got involved. When Turki got involved, you start seeing some L's. And you're like, oh man, Eddie Hearn is putting the wrong people against her. He don't know how to match make. No, he don't know how to lie to y'all. Y'all used to get lied to so much that y'all want people to continue faking it and pick and have the best matchups. No, who's the best fighter? That's why Muhammad Ali is one of the best ever, because he fought every style, every fighter, all of them. When he was at his worst, when they were at their best, when he was at his best, they were at their worst. No matter what, he fought them all and multiple times. That's how you know that he was the best. Oh, his style ain't this. So whatever it is, what he had possessed, he was the best. So you start seeing these fighters go up against everybody. All of a sudden, Dave Dubois knocking out AJ. Eddie Hearn, no. We finding out. We're going to find out, Caesar, who's the best. You find out Frank Warren fighters that wouldn't have gotten a chance before are the best fighters. Talk your shit. I'm saying. You find out who the best fighters are. 5v5. Let's go. Oh, shit. All of a sudden, Deontay Wilder getting knocked all around the ring. Let me see. We should call the post-Floyd Mayweather era. Yeah, we should call this. No, this is the Stone Age. We hit the reset button. We're all the way back. All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready for the horror short? Because the show is over. This is the encore. Hold on. Let me take down my bookie. Uh-oh, that's a plug. My bookie that I want to try. It's Tyson Bell. Yeah. Every time. Oh, hold on. Let me see what Nada has to say. We won't find out who the best fighters are because Dana White won't let anybody in the league fight other boxers outside of the league. Well, that's the point of the league. At that point, he'll just be a promoter. And then now we're back in the same cycle where everybody is just for themselves. You're eliminating the fact that there's a league. It has to be that way. People has to join the league. They have to be willing to join the league, meaning that Dana White, they're going to have to make the league look good enough to where people will want to go there. Right? Plus, you got to think of the life cycle of a fighter. A lot of these fighters who are great right now are getting old. They'll be done. The new batch that's coming off the Olympics, where are they going to go? To the league or not? It's going to take some years, right? Hit the Tyson Bell. But what you don't want, Nod, is for you to pretend that the league should be another promotion company, because now you just added just another promoter. You didn't make a change. Big facts. Yeah, gotta think it through, brother. Gotta think it through. Simply leave the league. I mean, you can do that, but that's what I'm saying. The league has to be attractive. It has to have benefits. It has to have a lot of things that make a fighter say, I would want to join it. So they got to come correct. They have to come correct. But if everything is benefiting the fighter and it's attractive, because with the UFC, there weren't really many choices other than Bellator. UFC is still a better choice than Bellator, right? And PFL is still the best choice. No matter what people complaining about, the best athletes are going to UFC. So it's still a choice to the fighter, and you got to make that league attractive enough to where fighters will want to join it, period. So he knows he has to compete. He has to compete. And I bet you financially, that ain't going to be the problem, because Turki is the bill for. Okay. Can we watch the horror short now? would Tank join the league like this? Talk to him. Get you a podcast and talk to him. But the thing is, when you say a league like this, we don't know what this is yet. The rules hasn't been laid out. Let's see. Let me see. Okay. Love to people. Are we ready? Are we ready? I'm trying to do this so I can go on about my life. All right, let's get it this. All right, y'all ready? Because this is called story time. Tank won't join. Okay, he won't join. Fine. Can we move on? No one gives a shit. Facts. All right, no one cares. Biz, I'm my kind of dude. He stand on what he say. Well, I have reasons for saying what I say. All right, let's go. Let's move on. It's story time.
The Short Frights podcast presents Poppy's Story, written by R.M. Lyle. Stories take time to sink their teeth into us. I could tell you now how this one ends, but it wouldn't have the same impact. Not yet, anyway. It's not until you see yourself in the story, until it feels real, that you become truly invested. Don't get too invested. This was something Poppy had to keep in mind. She was a hospice worker, which required a certain level of detachment to protect herself from the pain of her patients' inevitable ends. However, Poppy couldn't wait for Mr. Cresswell to die. His coughing fits unsettled her. His delusions drove her mad. And now, as she prepared to sew up a tear in his nightgown, she wished more than ever for his swift demise. Poppy opened a drawer to retrieve a needle and felt a chill in the air. Why, oh why, did Mr. Cresswell insist on leaving the windows open? Distracted, Poppy's hand slipped. She pricked herself with the needle and watched as a spot of blood bloomed on Mr. Cresswell's gown.
See?
Then, from the other room, she thought she heard something. One of Mr. Cresswell's sickly coughs.
Come on, man.
She listened carefully.
Holy shit.
There it was again. Poppy didn't want to, but she knew she should check to see if he was okay.
Right alive!
The floorboards creaked beneath her feet as she approached the room. As usual, there lay Mr. Cresswell, tucked under the covers of his bed. He was so weak, it sometimes looked as though he were dead already.
Look at it. Look at it.
But no, he was still very much alive.
Yeah!
Don't open the door, Mr. Cresswell rasped. Something outside wants to hurt us. Please, don't leave me. Don't let it in. Nowhere to run, puppy. Stay with me. Poppy hid. She could hear Mr. Cresswell pleading with her through the door. Don't leave. Please, Poppy, I need you. Mr. Cresswell rose from the bed. He was coming to find her. Coming to stop her from leaving. Coming to keep her. To let her know just how badly he needed her. To teach her that there would be consequences if she were to ever disappoint him like this. Mr. Cresswell was just outside the door. He stood there, unmoving. Now our story is coming to a close. And dear Poppy is out of time. The Short Frights podcast presents Poppy's story.
Oh my
Written
God.
by R.M. Lyle. Stories take time to sink their teeth into us. I could tell you now how this one ends. Don't you want to know how it ends, Poppy? I'll show you. Cresswell took her delicate face and slammed it into the ground over and over until the floorboards splintered. He thrashed her about the room until her body was mangled and bent, until she was nearly unrecognizable. And so ended Poppy's story.
Fantastic. That was good. Fantastic. Fantastic. Because you know what? It was so good. At the very beginning, I didn't know if she would listen to the podcast or it was narrate. At the very beginning, I was just about, if y'all rewind, I said, is this? Because I didn't know that. I haven't had my butt cheeks that clenched in a long time. I was scared as shit. Good. Good. Because I was ready to I was about to punch the damn laptop. See, I ain't got that kind of time. See, that's why I'm saying I know I would let my hands go on a bed sheet. I would have let my hands go. I wouldn't have jumped on the bed, though. I wouldn't have jumped on the bed. Now, going to the door and seeing the feet and the whole thing, that would have been rough. I don't think I opened the door either. But you leaning towards me in the bathroom, I would have jabbed his ass. Pause. Big pause. But I would say up. I mean, you got the knife in the hand. But she was smarter. Women are. She rewinded. See, that's a woman into way. Women are very good at that. They think of the alternative that's far. She rewind. That was beautiful. I would have jabbed you. All right, because everything about us is just physical. All right, we go into with a hammer, every situation. See, she had a flathead screwdriver. See, she understood. She had a little Phillips, maybe. You know what I'm saying? She worked. All right, hit the type. All right, but see, the thing is, holy shit, that was good. Philo. That was good. Said, do you want to see how the story? There was nothing she can do. There was absolutely, she was going to have to play out that story no matter what. There was nothing she can do. See, that's why I love horror shorts. That's why I love horror shorts. That's why I like Welcome to Derry. I don't want to know who's going to survive and shit. See, horror shorts, they don't give a damn. It ain't about having a franchise. She went out. She lost. She lost. She ain't make it. You accompany that with the ghost and dude. Hey, listen, man, there's shit going on. There's shit going on, bro. Timber, there's shit going on, bro. That gave me the willies. That was scary as shit. Because I listen to horror stories on my podcast. Me and Ms. Biz, we do it all the time. I gotta go, dog. Because there's an angle. Because see, don't remember that time there was a ghost, right? In this wall, on this other side of the wall. So this angle, man. And when I turn you guys off, I'm gonna have to deal with this by myself. That's the only reason why I'm still talking. I just feel like one day I'm gonna bring some shit. One day I'm gonna talk it up and be talking, and then someone's gonna peek his head around the corner, and y'all gonna see some ridiculous shit recorded. Ridiculousness. Ridiculousness. So thank you guys for showing up and showing out. ShowBizz for Adult. That was really good. Because I'm about to run upstairs like a 9-year-old boy. Right? Remember you go upstairs, you be switching, going upstairs, switching with your back. All right, because now all of a sudden you're a streetwalker going up the stairs and you're a 10-year-old boy. Back gets small than a moon. Yeah, so this weekend is the Boise fight. I'm gonna be checking. Y'all think this shit's funny? It's not a laughing matter. That was scary. I'm out. Huh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, bro.